Good morning, Eagle Nation. It is the 1st of December. It's a Thursday and the 75th day of school. Please join me by starting our day with a moment of silence. Thank you. And now, your morning announcements.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Good morning, Eagle Nation. Wherever you may be, please stop. Please stand in your best red sweaters for this morning's Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please join me, if you will, on this Thursday morning, the start of December. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, what's going on today? First of all, the World Cup continues, and we're still in the group stage, and it's still a very exciting time. If you didn't get a chance to watch them yesterday, you may have already heard that earlier this week, USA defeated Iran 1-0, so USA continues on in the tournament. England defeated Wales 3-0. They, of course, continue. France was beaten yesterday by a surprising win by Tunisia, 1-0 over the defending world champions. Pretty remarkable. But they still advance. France advances. Tunisia is out. Australia and Denmark. Australia beats Denmark 1-0. Argentina beat Poland 2-0. And Mexico beat Saudi Arabia also 2-1. Today, be on the lookout at 8 o'clock, starting in about 15, or actually just started at 8 o'clock. Croatia versus Belgium will be an exciting game. Canada versus Morocco. Japan versus Spain. Costa Rica versus Germany. And then the group stage continues tomorrow, but the round of 16 begins on Saturday. Get excited, get pumped, and watch out for your favorite team. And if you haven't already done this, I encourage you to read the short article about the 2026 World Cup and then race to respond. It only takes about 5 minutes, and so far, nobody has responded. That means you could be the first one to earn the first point. And if nobody else submits, well then, I guess the point goes to you. So give it a shot, turn it in. There are hard copies that will be placed in your boxes later today, but you can do the digital copies starting immediately. Your teacher just needs to share the link with you from our Emerson site. Or you can write it on regular line sheet of paper. As long as you put your first name, last name, date, and grade, and then your race to response, line sheet of paper will be just fine. Either way, I encourage you to do it. It's a skill that we all need from pre-K all the way through 8th grade. So why wouldn't you? Our writing winners. Please send those 5 writing winners up to me today. Amaya Gonzalez, Luna Cortez, Cielo, 4 winners, and Declan Goodwin. Please send them this morning immediately upon the conclusion of these morning announcements. Also, in our competition, even though November has ended, and Native American or American Indian Heritage Month has ended, the trivia game continues throughout this week. So we have currently 2 competitors, Ms. Mauer's class with a total of 30 points. They submitted the first 3 solutions, first 3 answers, and the coordinates for that. And so did 7th grade, Mr. C's class, also has 30 points. So we have a tie going on. But as you know, I like to keep things interesting. So even if you haven't played yet, if you were to play today or even tomorrow, I'll make those points worth so many that all you have to do is get them right. And you could potentially or defeat rather, the competitors who currently are tied for first place with 30 points apiece. So, here goes. Today, what is it that I'm talking about? What am I describing, and what are the coordinates of this item? And I'm talking about, in World War II, there was a group of American Indians who had a language that was indetectable, indecipherable by the enemy. And so this particular group of individuals was utilized and helped us to win the war in the Pacific theater of World War II. If you know what I'm talking about, which American Indian group are we talking about? What was the name given to those individuals? And what is the coordinate on the coordinate grid? If you think you know it, press the button below the coordinate grid, submit your answers, and good luck. I'll give updates in the morning. With that, let's get to some words of wisdom so you can get to the business of teaching and learning. Today is on the topic of integrity. Confucius, we talked about him yesterday, and we continue actually with Confucius again today. He was an ancient Chinese philosopher. And earlier we heard about his rules for living, about always doing the right thing. Well, here's one more thing to think about from Confucius. He said, the superior man, and you have to remember this is 2,500 years ago. If this was today, we would say the superior person. We could say the superior man, we could say the superior woman, but we could simply say the superior person. Sets a good example to his or her neighbors. He or she is considerate of their feelings and their property. In other words, the best people set a good example. They are respectful of the feelings of others, and they are respectful of other people's property. So, be the best you can be by being considerate of other people. Be thoughtful of their feelings and treat their property with respect. According to Confucius, it's the superior thing to do. With something to think about, this is Mr. Lodato. Please, please, please stay healthy. Mask up today. Use that hand sanitizer frequently. Hats, hoods, sunglasses off indoors. Then stay in your zones. Put away your phones and make it a great day or not. Choice is yours.
A beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly